What's going on, guys? It's your man, Ed Hayes, the wholesale coach here, back for another episode of the Wholesaling Mastermind podcast, y'all. And in this one, I've got my man's Jhi'Aire out in Florida, guys. He's out here
Yes, sir.
closing virtual deals, knocking stuff out, man. He just recently got his first deal virtually out in Texas. So I wanted to have him come on to the podcast, talk about his journey, talk about what's been going out here in the wholesaling game. So yeah, bro, how is it going, bro? Glad to have you on, my brother.
Man, appreciate it. I'm glad I'm here as well. Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. But it's been going pretty good, man. It's been going good. You know, I got my first deal, and I'm just working on getting my second and just streamlining the process and just keep doing it again and again.
Hey, I like the sounds of it, bro. You know, we out here, we working. I see you, bro. For real, man. I'm super proud of you, though, bro. For real, man. You've been like super grinding out here. You've made a lot of sacrifices and put a lot of stuff on the line. So I'm really, really glad to have you on, bro. For real. So
Thank you.
So for people who may not know who you are, you know, just go ahead and just give them a little bit of background, a little bit of intro. Like, who are you? Let them know.
Okay. My name is Jhi'Aire Huff. I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. I got into the real estate game in May, I believe. I was in my dorm. It was spring break this year. Coronavirus thing happened, and then they sent everybody home. Then I was looking for stuff to do. At the time, I was playing football, but I got hurt that season, and that was going to be my last season. So it actually ended up getting cut short. So I came home, actually found out about wholesaling on TikTok, I believe. And I dove in on YouTube, and I just started learning. Came across your channel, I reached out to you, and that's when it really like kind of made a big difference. And you know, it just started. Eventually, I got to where I wanted to be, right? Yeah, so I've been doing the wholesaling real estate thing for about 5 months now. But it's been going pretty good.
Hey, nah, okay.
20 years
So
old
man,
as well. Just turned 20
you
last
say
month.
just turned 20. You say still got the baby face on. You say you out here.
Yeah, this right here is new.
The right way indeed, bro. For real. So you say that so essentially you were in college. You end up finding out about wholesale. I'm curious, like, was it Kong that you end up finding out? Like, how did you end up finding out about wholesale? Like, who was it? Do you remember who it was on TikTok?
I believe it was Kong. Because he used to be trending on TikTok. Always talking about some money, some stuff like that.
Right, bro. Like
Yeah.
Kong's TikTok is ridiculous, bro. He got like 1.4 million people
Yeah,
following him on TikTok. I'm like, yo, like Kong literally like became a celebrity on TikTok. That's what's up, man. For real.
yeah, he did. So shout out to him as well, because
Right?
he helped.
The right way indeed, man. So, but yeah, you say that. So you were at college, you know, you out here, you playing football, you end up getting injured, and then you find out about wholesaling on TikTok, and then you start diving into the YouTube channel, learning, and start grinding out here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, nah, all right, man. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. For real. I
Appreciate
know it's been a journey, bro. I know it's been a huge journey for you. I know that you've went a long way, man. So let's
Right.
just kind of dive into like the deal that you just recently got, right? So I know that you just recently closed the deal. Why don't you just walk the audience kind of through that deal? Like tell them a little bit more details about what happened.
Okay, so I got this deal actually off of Zillow. So this was a Zillow lead I got. Um,
The right
it's
way.
just crazy. It's crazy how everything just kind of falls into place. I called these people like when I first originally called them. You know, they were busy, and I just kind of told them like I'll follow up with them or whatever. And they had already been getting offers and stuff, but for some reason, I'm not sure, didn't work out with whoever else. They ended up calling me back like a week later. I had almost forgot about it, and they said, you know, they want to sell, and you know, I took them through the process. I got under contract, and then from that point on, got it sold. But it did take a long time to get it sold. I learned a lot throughout that first deal.
Man, it was a journey for you, bro. But you really
Yeah,
kind of went balls to the walls on this deal, bro. For real. I know you
yeah,
humble and whatnot, but you had to make a lot of sacrifices to actually end up getting this deal eventually through the pipeline. So,
yeah,
but I know that, I think that it's important to kind of mention that all of the money is in the follow up, right? And you said that these people actually reach back out to you, right? You said?
right, yeah,
Yeah, man, that's next level right there for real. So you were putting out some marketing, they reach back out to you, you end up getting it under contract. So,
yeah,
but like, correct me if I'm wrong though, isn't this the opportunity that you end up having to, well, not having to, but choosing to end up quitting your job on to actually get this deal closed?
yeah,
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. You said that you weren't playing no games with him out here. You
yeah. So
said, yeah,
right,
break
so
that down for him.
I don't know. I was working at the time, and I didn't really like my job. I didn't like my job. I got an entrepreneur mindset. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad. So you read that, and then you start looking at the job like, So I really just kind of, I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I just want to put everything into it. I kind of I'm able to because I'm still staying with my parents, so it's not like I'm out living on my own. So it's like if
Right.
I'm gonna do it and I have the money set aside to do it, then why not take that risk? Like
Hmm.
I'm gonna gain more than like I could lose. Like risk to reward ratio is more reward than it was for risk. So
Right, right.
I was like, you know what, I want to dive in and just learn the whole business. Because when I was working like 12-hour shifts, so I didn't have a lot of time to learn and like
Right.
implement it and go out there and do what I needed to do or at least wanted to do. So yeah, I got it under contract August 12th. I quit August 28th, and I don't ever plan on going back. So
Hey, man, I hear you though, bro. I don't blame you. When you got that entrepreneurial mindset, like a lot of us do, it's kind of hard to just work a job when we know that we can be doing so much more. For real,
right.
man. So, but I know that like, man, like I remember like we end up getting on the conversation. You're like, yeah, by the way, I end up quitting my job recently. I'm like, oh damn. Like you said, you're not
Yeah.
playing out here, bro. Damn. Like
Yeah.
yeah, man. I know that like we used to talk about the job and whatnot. You're like, man, I can't wait to get out of here and stuff like that, man. And like you end up getting that deal under contract. And you was like, look, I got to get up out of here, B. I got to go.
Yeah.
So, that took a lot of balls, bro. Like for real, man. Like a lot of people aren't going to be willing to make that type of move in their life. But, I think for you personally, like that was kind of like one of those shifts that happens. It was just like, well, shit, I got to do this now. I don't got no other choice. I literally burned all the bridges on purpose to make sure that this is my only option for real.
Right.
Yeah, man, that was next level right there, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. So I'm super proud of you, though, bro, for actually getting the deal through the pipeline, not just kind of slacking off on it, but actually taking it all the way through to completion, for real.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. So let's talk numbers, bro. Let's kind of break it down. Like, so what did you end up getting the property under contract for? What was it worth? What was the repairs looking like?
So I'm pretty sure I got it under contract for 35,000. Um, and then we assigned it for 45. I actually JV with somebody out in that area
Okay.
because I was virtual, and that's one thing I struggled with at the time was like the disposition side and getting it sold. And it wasn't in a big market either. So it wasn't in like
Right,
it was in a smaller market. So,
right.
we got assigned for a 10K fee, assignment fee, and shoot, the rest is history.
Hey,
But
nah.
yeah, the property was in pretty bad shape. It did need to be fixed up. I can't remember everything that was wrong with it, but
Right,
yeah, it definitely had some repairs. And
right. So it needed
this
some
was
work.
a my bad, continue.
No, no, I was just saying. So it needed some work.
Right. And this was a long from the time I got the contract to the time of closing, it took a long time because we had so many like things that set us back. Like for instance, it was actually a rent to own situation. I didn't know that. So the seller, they were in a rent to own
His
situation and
dog.
I had no idea. Um yeah, I hear him in the background. Um so I sent the paperwork to title And they came back to me and they were like, well, this isn't the original owner. So then I had to get a purchase and sell agreement drawn up between the original owner and then the seller, and then between the seller and me. And it was a lot. It was a lot for like a first deal. And the title company was like basically coming to me to kind of do their job, whatnot. But I mean, it was my first deal, so I wasn't really complaining. But kind of maintain that marketing and also get that property sold by myself was a lot.
Yeah,
Dogs
right.
crack.
Yeah, these dogs is going nuts, man. Here, let me close this window, matter of fact, real quick. But yeah, man. So it sounds like these people kind of took you through the ringer on this particular property. It was like you had to go through a lot. The the title company had you out here putting in work.
Like kept getting pushed back.
Right.
You got pushed back at least 3 times.
Right.
Remember after the situation with the rent to own, whatever, then we had a boundary line agreement that needed to be signed because the property encroached into that one or something like that. So they were saying, once they did the survey, that's what they did. And then the neighbor, he was taking forever to sign because he wanted to go show it to his attorney and stuff. And I mean, that took about another 2 weeks, and so
yeah,
but
man.
we got it closed, and that wire was sitting in my bank account. It was pretty crazy.
Hey, nah, right? So it's like you get that proof of concept, man. And,
right.
But I'm glad that you have that kind of experience, though, to a certain degree, because it kind of shows you what can happen on these deals and like what type of things you may have to go through to actually be able to get a deal closed.
Right.
So it's like when you do get those future deals that are super easy, you're going to really, really appreciate those for real, man. Right. It makes a difference. Seriously. Yeah. So, but man, I'm glad though, man. I'm glad that you was able to get it through the table. Like you say, like you have to deal with all types of situations. They had to get boundary line agreements. They had you coordinating everything. It seemed like the actual closing date kept getting pushed back. So it's like it really, really requires you to kind of hang in there, be strong, and actually get it through the closing table. But that wire though,
we were set to close September 12th. We didn't close. We closed October 5th, so 3 days before my birthday. It's pretty crazy though. It's pretty crazy. It was a nice little birthday present.
Hey, the right way indeed, man. The right way indeed, bro. So, but man, I'm proud of you again, man. For real. I know that was, that's a lot. It's a lot of work. On some of these deals, you got to put in a lot of work. And I want people that's listening to this to kind of realize that. Especially if it's your first deal and you've never kind of done some of these things before, it's going to take a little bit of time. Like, be patient with yourself. Know that things are going to happen and that you may have to be the quarterback in this deal. You may have to be the one that's kind of, making things happen to make sure that the deal actually gets closed. So don't be like, aggravated or or even if you are aggravated, make sure you get your work done so you can actually cash out here. So I'm glad that you had one of those types of experiences because those realistically, like those happen all the time. It's always something, it's always something. The owner is in jail or it's like weird situations that can happen and you have to kind of go that extra mile.
You got to be a problem solver. That's really one of the main things. You got to be able to solve problems.
Yeah, exactly. Being resourceful. Like really, really being able to solve problems, like figure stuff out. Like no one's going to be necessarily holding your hand through everything. And to be honest with you, bro, like that's what I have to commend you for. Because that's something that it seemed like it was real easy for you to kind of just take the lead on a lot of this stuff. You were just like, yeah, like you would reach out to me like, yeah, bro, what do I need to do? But then like you would do it instantaneously. Like you knocked out everything. I was like, yeah, just call over to the title company, You was like, all right, boom, you did it. You was like, yeah, I did that. It worked out. You were just knocking stuff out, just trusting the process and going along with it for real. So I got to commend you for that, for real.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. A lot of people aren't willing to kind of take those first steps in faith, but that's really what it takes for real. You may not know.
Yeah, I just feel like I have a lot of confidence in myself and I believe in myself a lot. Obviously, if I quit my job to do this, like something that I just got into, like, You
Man,
gotta. That's the main thing. Is just believing in yourself and just confidence. Even when people around you may not necessarily see what you see, you still gotta maintain that vision.
hey, nah,
Yeah. So
man, eloquently stated, my brother, eloquently stated. For
appreciate it.
real though, man. So let's talk about like what's going on right now, right? So now you've closed that first deal a little bit
Mhm.
ago and whatnot. So now I know that you've got like a multiple other opportunities in the
Mhm.
pipeline and whatnot. Kind of talk about like what's going on right now or what has been going on since you closed that first one.
So lately, once I closed that deal, I kind of took a step back just to like reanalyze everything and just so I can kind of come in again and like just be more focused.
Hmm.
Um, I took the REI Civ 14-day challenge with Tyler Austin, which has been pretty crazy. It's really like opened my eyes up to like a lot of stuff about the business that I never even thought of.
Hmm.
And it changed kind of the way how I do my marketing. Before I was just kind of text blasting a lot of people just kind of running through money. Now I'm more so focusing on more so the niche stuff, stacking stuff, getting
Hmm.
stuff from the county, not just from PropStream, like, getting stuff and just trying to be a problem solver and help as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Um this week I cold called the whole week. I got about 8, 9 leads. Couple code. I think about 3 or 4 are ready to sell like right now. So I just got to keep following up with them.
Let's
I
go.
got 2 contracts this week, and those were land deals. But yeah, that's how my week's been so far. And I'm just calling all day. I'm not texting anymore. I'm calling now, and
Yeah.
managing my data a lot better. So the people who I'm not getting contacts from, or once I call them a certain amount of times, I'm making sure that I'm getting a new phone number and I'm getting in contact with the owner, and I need to get a yes or a no from
Right. Okay. Hey, I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it. You say, look, I've been calling all week. I got 8 to 9 leads out here. Like, let's go,
them.
bro. That's what I'm talking about, man. For real. Like, that's what's up, man. So let's talk a little bit more though about that REI SIF challenge that you're in right now. I
Yeah.
know that like you've talked a lot about it, just for you guys who are listening or whatever. This my man's right here who put me on to REI Reply, guys. So look. So
Yeah, yeah.
thank him that these videos are out there, that I got the reviews. Like, this my man's right here. He out here working for real, and he's always looking into new systems, new processes, and things of that nature. So I want you to just talk a little bit more about that REI Sift campaign and whatnot. Like, what do they have you doing?
Man, I just gotta say, Tyler is like a creative genius. That man is so smart. Like, it is this the
But it
REI
is, right?
Sift is crazy. It really broke down the business in a way like I've never really seen it. Kind of like on the data management side, and like it's like what are you doing with your prospects, and how are you managing it? How are you recycling your data? Um, Stuff like that. It and also like tracking KPIs and stuff like that. That's not something I really did before, but that's
Mm-hmm.
something he incorporated in the challenge that I just started doing. That's really important. Um, Anybody watching this, I definitely recommend you take the challenge. It's only $99. It's probably worth like 10,000, if more. Like
Let's go,
type of
bro.
knowledge he's given. Yeah. But with that challenge, I've kind of one thing I've learned about is what he calls vexations. Vexations are like I forgot the definition he gave for it, but it's like evictions, 24-hour arrest record,
Mm-hmm.
probate.
Like
Um,
different forms of distress.
yeah, right. Different forms of distress that happen like on the daily. Like, people pass
Mm-hmm.
away every day, people get evicted every day.
Yeah.
Um, and then like stacking those leads against, high equity and just stacking them all and just being super focused on who you're prospecting. So I'm not really wasting a lot of money just, you know, dialing through a high equity list. These are
Right.
people that I know have problems, right? So
Right.
that's kind of
And
how I've been
correct
doing
me
my
if I'm
marketing.
wrong though, like don't they have like a software that does this list stacking software? I mean, this list stacking for you?
Right. So the part of REI Sift is, yeah, it does stack it for you. And,
Nice.
it stacks it for you. And also every property you bring in, I believe it goes against the U.S. mail or whatever, and it checks and see if it's vacant, basically. So if the property is vacant, it'll check for you and let you know. And you can make different campaigns out of it and all this other stuff. It's a lot. Anybody, I'm telling you, anybody watching needs to go take the challenge.
Yeah, and you said it's just $99 to get started. Is that like on a monthly, or is that like just like one time?
Yeah, so $99 is for the challenge. It's only $50 a month for 50,000 records, which is really good.
Damn. Okay.
Because I mean, unless you're like, got a big team and you're doing like scaling or whatever, you're probably not gonna have more than 50,000 records, right? Because that actually is a lot.
Yeah, it is. So you would recommend REI Sift? You saying that the people listening, they need to go check it out, maybe take the challenge themselves and get organized out here, start stacking that data and start getting some good results out here. That's what you say.
Yeah, definitely. That's
okay.
that's part of the reason I got 9 leads this week. Definitely.
The right way, bro.
To be honest, I don't think I've had 9 leads in a week, and I actually got I had a low conversion rate from my calls. I got a lot of wrong wrong numbers and stuff like that. So once I start getting more accurate skip tracing and making sure I'm talking to the owners, I know it'll be a lot more.
Right. So I'm curious then, like you said that you were calling all week, like what's your volume looking like? Like what's your typical value? So you got those 8 to 9 leads, like how many leads did you have to call to actually get that?
Right. So I'm using REI Reply on a single dialer, and I'm probably making like 200 to 260 calls a day.
Okay.
So I'm calling from like 10 to like 6, 10 to 7.
Nice. So you getting at least 1,000 plus calls in per week.
Yeah, that's my goal, is 1,000 per week. The campaign I'm running right now is it's just a tax delinquent list, and it's about 1,000 in there. So this first week I just dialed through the whole list, and I kind of got it set up in REI Reply. If they answer, then they go in whatever opportunity. If I didn't get any answer, then they just go to the next campaign. And I just got it set up on a follow-up, so I'll call them back.
Okay. So you say you organized out there. REI Reply, and then so I'm assuming that those 1,000 leads that you got those stacked with REI Sift as well.
No, actually, I didn't stack those ones. Not yet. No.
Okay.
But my next campaign is gonna be a stacked. I think it's I'm gonna do a tax delinquent, and I'm getting some more data from PropStream because I didn't add in data. I already used all my data from PropStream, so I'm gonna add those.
Grinding out here. Yeah, that's what that means.
Yeah, so I'm gonna add some more data from PropStream and stack that and see what I get. But I've been focusing heavy on county data. But that's really hard to. It's not necessarily hard to get, but it's harder to get it in the right format to be able to get a skip trace because they have it in weird files and all this stuff. So
I remember that we talked about that. That free county data a lot of times is one of the best options out there because it's free.
That's hands down.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's free and then it's updated constantly. Right. So it's like if you can but most people don't value free. But I stay bringing people onto this podcast that's like, yo, everything I do is free. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, listen up, guys. You hear my man's is out here saying that he's getting free county data. So make sure you're on here trying to get it. It may take an extra step or two, but you need to try for real.
Yeah, I definitely think county data is better than PropStream. PropStream is great. It's just that data is probably not as updated as much, probably not as fresh. The thing with PropStream though, it is more convenient. It's going to come out in the right format. You can just export it and then get a skip trace instantly. You don't have to worry about putting it together and making sure it's all right. Everything's right there for you.
But that's what makes that county data even more valuable because most people aren't going to be willing to do that extra step or two to have ready to skip trace data or whatever. For real.
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of how you can get a leg up above the competition because most people, they want that ease of access. They want that easy button. They want to just be able to log into PropStream and, pull their 10K leads for the month and make it happen. And trust and believe, you probably will get deals with just that, right?
Right.
But if you can get even more consolidated, fresh data from the county, which may be updating that data daily, different areas will vary and stuff like that. But many counties, they update that data daily. And sometimes you can just log into a portal online and get all of the data fresh, updated daily every day for free in like exactly the format that you need to skip trade. It depends on your area, but a lot of you guys should probably get out there and start searching for some of this free county data. Seriously.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely recommend that.
Yeah. So, bro, okay. So, man, you say you rocking and rolling out here. You say you're not playing no games. You say, look, I got 8-9 leads in the pipeline. I got 2 land contracts under contract right now. So, why don't you go into a little bit more about that land? Like, how did you come across that, and what's the situation with that land?
That was that came through my tax delinquent list. I guess it wasn't. I got a lot of wrong addresses, wrong numbers, so that wasn't even the original address, but once they kind of told me, that was the wrong address, I just asked them if they had anything else they were interested in selling. And, they told me they had some land. So, I've never dealt with land before. I really don't even know how to value it. From what I've heard, though, is that, contractors and developers, they like to purchase land at 10% of ARV. So I just knew if I got it locked up below that, then, I would have a deal.
Bang.
Right. So, I got it locked up for pretty cheap. I got one for 2,000, and then I got another one for like 5,499.
And how much land are we talking about here? Like when it comes to these lots?
One is like 7,000 square foot. I would have to check. It's residential vacant. It's in a nice little neighborhood. Just a regular size lot.
Right.
Then the next one is like half an acre, 2,700 square foot. But this is kind of farther out, almost in the country a little bit. Not in the country, but it's not necessarily really in the city. So it'll probably be better for somebody that's like looking to maybe put horses or something like that.
Okay.
That's when I talked to the agents about the land, they were saying that they have clients that are looking to buy land for their cattle or whatever. So we'll see.
Okay, so let's talk about that agent situation a little bit more, because I know that you told me that on these particular plots of land that you were considering or actually actively are working with some agents on this deal. Let's talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so I actually know an agent out there personally that she does a lot of deals. So she's just going to be listing it for me, and she'll take her assignment off the top, her fee. And then I reached out to some other agents as well. I just scraped it off of Zillow. You can just scrape off like the first 4 or 5 pages, their name and numbers right there. I just kind of send them out a text blast saying like, hey, first name, my name is Jhi'Aire Huff. I'm an investor. I have this land I'm looking to sell. Do you have any buyers interested? Boom. And then, if I get a reply back, then I get a reply back. So I got about, I think it was like 35 replies. Not everybody was interested.
Damn, 35 replies back. Damn, you say you was on it. How many people did you reach out to? God damn.
I reached out to a lot more than 35. I'll tell you that. I reached out to 400. So I got to see.
Damn.
I got to see if people call back. Probably follow up with some more people later throughout the week. Whoever didn't text back. So.
Hey, I like that work ethic, bro. You say you out here rocking and rolling. It's not like, look, I reached out to 400 people. Like, damn, 400.
Yeah.
You say,
because I had a deal before. Remember that deal in Midland? Couldn't get it sold, and that's a terrible feeling. So I'm like, with these, from like I was like, now on, like I'm getting these things sold. Like I need to be doing everything I can. Right. So I'm making sure that these two are getting sold.
Hey, now, and I know that this is your first time, correct me if I'm wrong at least, but I'm pretty sure that this is your first time actually like officially doing something with an agent as well. You got her, like, her personally, she's listing the properties for you, putting it on the MLS, and you're actively reaching out to buyers in the area, trying to see if they want it.
Right.
That's what's up, man. You say you out there grinding, man. So yeah, I'm sure that these going to be out the door in no time, if that's the case. Like if you and the agent are working on getting it sold, you should be able to get both of these knocked out in no time.
Yeah, they're in pretty good areas too, so I'm not really too much worried about it. I got it under contract like literally 2 days ago, so
Right.
yeah, we'll know
Yeah,
more about next week.
some fresh deals. I see you out here working, bro, the right way indeed.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I got one more dude. I actually got to call him later tonight and follow up with him. He wants to sell. He has a property and he has 2 lots adjacent to it that he's looking to sell. So I'm gonna talk to him. He said he got an offer at 50K, but just looking at the numbers, that's overpriced. And then he told me they never called him back, so I know they're not serious. They're not following up with him. So I already know. I've been following up with him the whole week. He knows my name by now, so I've been following with him all week.
The right way. Okay. I see you out there working, bro. You say you out there putting in work. You say you own this entrepreneurial journey. You ain't playing no games out here. Hey, I see you, bro. For real, man. You could tell the real life hustlers, man. The ones that's willing to do whatever it takes. For real. And a lot of times that's what makes the biggest difference, man. Just being hungry out here, like being willing to just do whatever it takes. Look, I've been calling dude all week. That's what I like to hear. That's what I'm talking about. For real. That's how we get them to convert. All of the money is in the follow-up. So, excuse me.
I've always heard people say that, but I didn't really understand until I started doing it. Then it's like you keep following up people, they start building more trust, you start building more rapport, and those people with the tire kickers just kind of give you an offer and just if you don't accept it, then just walk away. Because that's what I was doing at first. I just throw out an offer. Sometimes I wouldn't even give an offer. I wouldn't call back, and it's like what am I doing? Like my leads, that's like my whole business. Like I need to be talking to these people and making offers.
Well, man, like, hey, you've been making it happen, bro. You've been making a lot of transitions. Like, so you closed that first deal. You've got 2 more pieces of land under contract right now. And on top of that, you just got like 8 to 9 leads this week alone. So, I mean, obviously you've got some traction going, bro. So that just makes me really want to ask you a question that something tells me that a lot of people who are listening to this or watching this are probably asking themselves like, damn, what is dude doing? Like, what does he do? Like, why don't you just break down like what's your typical like workflow on a weekly or monthly basis or whatever?
I've been inconsistent, but just workflow or like, okay, so workflow, I'm calling at 10, usually doing my follow-up in the morning. So like the first hour, anybody that I told them I'll call back tomorrow and follow up with them that morning. And then the rest of the day, I'm calling, literally. I'm just calling. That's it.
Say call.
Yeah. So the first initial call. Yeah. So what I was doing before, which wasn't really efficient, the first initial call, I was like making the offer on the first call, trying to get it signed on the first call. I don't know why.
I remember you told me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to change that up real quick.
So now I'm just kind of, qualifying them, gathering information. I'm trying to see, when they're trying to sell, how much they want to sell for, just seeing how serious they are just in general. And then, I'll follow up a call and, like 30 minutes or whenever they're available for another call. And then I'll make the offer from there. And then, once I make the offer, either it's a yes or a no. If it's a yes, then, we negotiate on price or whatever and, get under contract. If it's a no, then just keep following up with them.
Right. Okay. Right. So you say that pretty much cold calling is your forte right now. You said that you kind of bagged off of the text messaging for the moment, at least, and you've been primarily focused up on 1, getting great data, and 2, cold calling like crazy every single day.
Right.
And you said that typically it seems like you're getting between like 200 to 260, you said, on a daily?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say if you're going for if you're trying to hit a big list, then either have use something like call tool, like a double dollar or triple dollar, or texting. But I'm only hitting like 1,000 people, so it would be more efficient just for me to go in and call these people myself. There's no point of texting these people because with SMS you got to worry about getting blocked and other stuff. So I'd rather know and just go in there and call and see for myself. That's just me. That's just me personally. You don't have to do that, but that's what I like to do.
Right, right. Hey. Well, look, man, I think that that's important, though. I think that that's an important kind of note to take in for people. Like we see a lot of people saying things on YouTube and on podcasts and things of that nature. But in all reality, like as we're kind of building our business out here, we really have to do what works for us and what makes us feel comfortable. Like we have to actually enjoy what we're doing as well and be
Yeah,
competent and confident in what it is that
yeah,
what we're doing.
right. And I feel like once you start calling enough, it becomes fun. Honestly, it's become fun for me. Like just being on the phone, seeing if I can get these people to convert. Like you just make it into a game after a while. I feel like at first it was kind of like, oh, I don't like calling, but once you get on that
Hmm.
dialer, it's like, yeah, I
Like
like,
riding a bike out here, man. It's like
yeah,
riding a
man,
bike, but it's a video game. It's like a challenge. It's like, okay, let me get out. Let me see how many leads I can get today. Let me push myself. Let me see how many yeses I can get. I'm gonna fight through these no's to get these yeses, though. For real.
that's really what it is. And everybody that says no, I'm putting them on follow up.
Bang. Straight like that. We not playing no games with her. Look, situations
Yeah,
change, yo. Expect me in like
exactly.
3 months, B.
That's another thing too. I used to just when they say no, I just be like, okay, trash the lead, but like, or trash the prospect, whatever. But
Boom.
now it's like you need to be following up because people's situation change all the time,
Yes.
and
Yes.
with everything going on right now, you just never know. And some people are in denial. Some people don't want to say like, yeah, I kind of want to sell, but they may not tell you that. You just never know. So
Mm-hmm.
you just keep being
True.
consistent and doing. And the business isn't the thing is the business isn't wholesaling. You're marketing. So you got to be able to put yourself in front of these people, like
Mm.
marketing, like an ad. You got to put yourself in front of these people, let them know you exist, let them know you're there to help, and eventually they'll sell.
Bang. Man, that's so true, man. I couldn't have said it better, bro. That's so serious, man. I try to tell people that it's attention. That's the
Right.
name of the game. It doesn't matter how you're hitting them per se, whether it's phone call, text messaging, bandit signs, Facebook ads, whatever. The people who get the best results are usually the people who get the most attention. That's all it really
Mm-hmm.
boils down to. They can't actually shop with you if they don't know that you're available to actually help them solve their problem.
Right.
But it's like the more that you follow up with people, the more that you stay consistent in your approach to reaching out to people, the more likely that they are to convert because situations change over time, man. For real.
Right.
So, but man, hey, I'm glad to
Yeah.
see that you out here realizing a lot of things, man. Like for
It
real. Like I
it
see that you see it for real.
it took me a lot to learn that. It took me a while, but I feel like the reason I learned it just surrounded myself by those people that were already kind of doing that stuff, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I was putting myself around people that were already closing 4 or 5 deals a month that had more knowledge than me,
Straight like that.
and just information is so important. So
Right? Right? It's like ignorance is bliss, but knowledge is power. Straight up.
knowledge really is, yeah, yeah, it definitely is.
Man, so I know that like you kind of just touched base on like that follow up status or whatever. Like you kind of used to just throw leads down the drain or whatever when they wouldn't, whatever the situation may be, wrong number or whatever. It's just like, oh well, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like leave them in the dirt or whatever. So I know that you told me before that like you've set up some kind of custom automations inside of REI Reply to be
Yeah,
able to kind of follow up with people. Like, why don't you talk a little bit more about that or whatever? Kind of give them some insight.
yeah, man. So I try to get creative with RFI because you can you can do a lot of stuff.
Man,
Um,
it's
I just
crazy.
made a simple, really, I just made a simple campaign. So um, how I do my cold call campaigns in RFI is just so when I import my list, whatever, I tag them, and tagging is really important too because that's how you keep track of your data when you got it.
Mm-hmm.
When you bought it, who skip trace it, stuff like that. I tag
Mm-hmm.
them and then I put attempt one um, as a tag, and then there's ways you can set it up. So I'll dial through the first time, and then if it gets completed, then I'll either put it in an opportunity, right? Like either it'll be replied or it'll be lost or interested, warm, cold, hot, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't get completed, then I just put didn't complete or whatever the option is, and then it'll go to attempt 2, which is another campaign. So once I call through attempt 1, I just call through attempt 2, and then attempt 3, attempt 4, and then I'll attempt 7 times. Once I attempt 7 times, if I have not reached that the owner of the property, then it'll go to wrong number, and then I'll go back and change the number for that prospect.
Damn. Look, man, that's next level, bro. I ain't never gonna lie to you. Like,
I don't know, man. You think so?
Hey, man. I mean, look, that's advanced automations, man. I think that's what I like the most about REI Reply, though.
Yeah.
Is that you can actually set up like your own custom automations and pretty much make whatever you want to happen automatically happen on REI Reply, whatever. Kind of just set it and forget it. And then you'll look up and someone will be reaching out to you like 14 days after you originally reached out to them. Like,
right.
Actually, yeah, I do want to sell. It must around be 3 months from then or something. You still sending them text messages or something. They can be crazy with REI Reply for real.
Right. Yeah.
That's
You
what's
just
up, man.
put them on a drip when you're doing the text message and stuff. I haven't been doing that, but I mean, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, man, that's pretty nuts, man. So for y'all listening, man, y'all hear that like REI Reply. It's pretty intense, man. I'm not gonna lie. And like I told y'all earlier, man, this is the man that put me onto it. So definitely make sure that y'all check it out if y'all are interested. I'll probably have a link in the description of this video, but like straight up, check it out, man, because it's intense. And you can set up a lot of automations. Ooh, excuse me. Damn. But yeah, man. So, but yeah, bro, like, man, like you've been through a lot, bro, for real. You've been through a lot, man. You've accomplished a lot, man. So I'm curious, like, where do you plan on taking things from now, though? Like, you've been out here for a little while now. What'd you say? It was like May? I mean, so what? It's like November now, November 21st, that we're actually recording this podcast. Like, what do you plan on taking your wholesaling business and, for the rest of this year and then 2021 and beyond, bro?
My end goal is to scale to like 7 figures and really just take myself out. That's another thing with Tyler, with the 14-day lead gen challenge. Part of the challenge was creating SOPs and creating Loom videos for your business so you can go in and put VAs in. That's something I hadn't really done before, but that's something I started doing, and eventually I want to get to a point where I get a couple of deals in, and then I can slow down my marketing a little bit more, and then focus on my business more, and hire people on, and making sure I have the right processes and everything set up. So when they're getting hired on, they're running full speed, and I can slowly take myself out of cold calling or doing SMS or other stuff, or messing with my data. Right now, I'm looking to hire a VA kind of to just fix up my data, because I can't do that. I tried doing that one time. I was on it like at least 12 hours, and it drove me crazy. Like you gotta have a tech is a whole nother thing. I'm not a tech dude.
Right. I feel you though. So, but the plan though going forward is to pretty much start scaling this thing to 6 figures, 7 figures. Put yourself in position where like right now you're looking to hire on like a VA and things of that nature. And from that person, you plan on kind of scaling up over time so you could fire yourself from positions and scale the business up to a whole nother level.
Right. And honestly, it really, when I hear like Tyler and other people talk about it, as long as you have like the right processes and everything in place, and the right training, it really seems simple. Like you just put them through the training or whatever else you do, and eventually they'll get along. You just got to be able to trust people that they'll be able to do it. Kind of just like how I learned, I got to trust that whoever I hire on, they'll be able to do the same thing. So and hold them accountable as well.
Yeah, man, that's so true. But I like how you said that though. That's why I wanted to, that's why I'm glad that you mentioned the REI Sift up in this video, because I know that like you've really, really kind of taken that on, like you've really kind of taken that challenge on. So, and it's like you really believe in that. And I know that one of the things that you mentioned are like kind of creating those standard operating procedures for your team, and creating videos so your VA knows what to do as soon as they come on and things of that nature. those are really high level organizational strategies and tools to kind of put yourself in a position where, you know, if this person falls off, the whole business is not about to collapse. We could just go get another person and kind of put them through this filter, put them through
Right,
this
right.
ringer. Yeah. So I like that. I like that, bro. And I'm really, really glad to see that you're grinding out here, man. Like as far as, you know, hopping into REI Reply, hopping into REI Sift, making the calls on a daily basis, getting that volume and consistency necessary to actually get deals. You've got multiple properties under contract right now. You got 8-9 leads in the pipeline, bro. You rocking and rolling out here, man. Like for real. Like when I say it, man, I'm really, really proud of you, bro. I really, really mean that, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. You've been rocking and rolling for a minute, man. Like for
and,
real. You started off knocking stuff out, for real.
Thank you. And also, this is all doable within like under $1,000 a month budget. Like I'm probably spending like $600 a month, and I would be spending less than that. I was spending like $250 on skip tracing a month because I was doing like so much volume. But now I know I don't need to do as much volume, and I can, you know, I understand like marketing cycles and, you know, how long I need to be, you know, hitting these people and stuff like that. So I don't have to just, you know, run through a list and then go get another list because I only got one deal or whatever. That's what I was doing before. I would just, you know, text through a list, and then if I get a response, whatever, then that's the end of that list, and go get another one. Now it's kind of it's different.
Right. So it's kind of like you were slowing things down as far as like how many people you're reaching out to, but you're leveling things up as far as the quality of the data on the people of that on that list, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And that's where it's at. You know, like one of the things that you always are going to hear people who are actively getting a lot of deals out here, they're going to tell you with like hands down, unequivocally, data is king. You have to be reaching out to quality data if you're actually going to get results. Otherwise, you can spend all day trying to reach out to people and never get results if you don't have quality data. And then you have to be following up with people as well. So it's not just that initial contact, but it's contact number 5 through 12 where most people end up converting. It's not the first contract. I mean, the first call. Who's actually saying like, yeah, send me over a contract now on the very first phone call and aren't kind of just wasting your time? It's not that many people. That's
how I thought. That's how I thought the business was. You know, I thought I would just call and be like, hey, interested in selling this? Oh, yes. And then I get them the contract the first call. But now I have more clarity on like, you know, what exactly I need to be doing. It's less stressful. You know, I just know like I just need to follow up with these people. I've been trying to find like a good software, a good like, you know, something to like task management app, because right now I'm just using like something off of Google Chrome, just an extension. It gets the job done, but it's just confusing sometimes. You know, once I start getting more prospects and stuff in, then it starts getting confusing.
I was about to say, man, check out Asana, bro. That's what I personally use. That's what I like. It gets the job done for me personally.
How much is it?
They got a free account. You can grab an absolutely free account, bro. Yeah. I mean, it's a project management software as well. So it really it lets you kind of set it up just like how you like to do anyway. Like you're already doing that with REI Reply. You kind of like that personalization aspect of it. So I think that you'll love Asana for real, right out the box for free.
Yeah, I think that sounds good. I'm definitely gonna check them out because I feel like once I kind of get be more consistent with my follow-up, that'll definitely help. Because like I said, what I'm realizing is like, you know, you keep following up with these people, the more you talk to them, you know, they're gonna sell eventually. Right. Because most people are only, you know, it's just a one-time call. If you're interested, cool. If you're not, next person. That's it.
Right. I mean, but honestly though, like what I think is like super important is that follow-up though, like making sure that we're consistently following up with people, not letting any leads slip through the pipelines for real. And a lot of people I know that are getting like a tremendous amount of volume and consistency, like everything seems to be right. They got the knowledge, they got the expertise. A lot of those people aren't properly tracking, analyzing, and organizing those leads after they come into their pipeline. So that is a huge thing right there that we definitely want to make sure that we rock solid on knowing
Yeah.
every single lead that's in our pipeline, when we need to follow up. Also, like, you know, doubling down by adding things onto Google Calendar. So our phone is making sure that we're knocking stuff out as well. So, but
Oh,
yeah.
I got to talk to you about that because I don't know how to use Google Calendar and stuff like that. I
Oh,
was
I
trying to
got
get
you, bro.
something. Yeah, I was trying to get something where I could get like a notification to my phone or something like that because
Yeah.
the
Events,
thing I
bro.
use.
You gotta like when you add the thing, add it as an event, not a notification, not a reminder. Like make sure that you add it as an event, and then it's gonna give you the option to choose your notifications pretty much and what time they come to you. So I
And
get
it,
like a 30-minute email reminder and like a 10-minute
yeah,
notification on
see,
the top of my phone.
that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, yeah. If you
Okay,
just
yeah,
set it
that'll
as
help.
like a reminder, it's not gonna do anything. I had to learn that the hard way myself.
Yeah,
I was mad. I was like, "What the hell is this?" You know. So yeah,
right.
events.
And
So there you go.
it gets overwhelming when you're marketing. You know, and I'm doing my cold calling, and then like I get a message at the exact time that, oh, I gotta follow up with this person, and
Right,
it's a lot. And, you know,
right,
once you start marketing and you get the ball rolling, it's just gonna be more and more and more. So if you don't have
right.
like a good follow up system, it's just gonna get leads gonna fall through the crack. So
That's a
yeah,
fact, bro. That's a fact. And that's where a lot of people who do get a lot of volume, a lot of leads, everything looks great, but they aren't closing like a substantial amount of those leads that's coming in. Is usually in that follow up process or that tracking of what needs to be followed up process. Let's put it like that.
right.
So, so yeah, I got you though, bro. Like on the Google Calendar and stuff, though. You already
Okay,
know.
cool,
Like you
cool,
already
cool.
know. Reach out to me, bro. You already know I got you the whole time on everything. So, but man, though, but I'm curious though, bro. Like, you know, one thing that you haven't really mentioned is JV opportunities. Like, are you open to JV opportunities to people who may be watching this video? Like, would you potentially have a buyer for them, or maybe have some deals that they may have a buyer for, or something like that? Are you open to JV opportunities?
I'm always open to JV opportunities. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, right.
Um, shoot. Uh, yeah, really. Anybody wants a JV, you can just hit me up. I'm ready to JV.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna make sure that I put your contact information underneath this video or this
Okay.
podcast, wherever they're listening to it at. But let me know, like, what would be like, let people know, like, what would be the preferred way to reach out to you if they were interested in trying to link up with you, maybe trying to learn something from you or trying to link up with you on some deals or something like that. What would be the best way for them to reach out?
It would definitely be Facebook. At Jhi'Aire Huff. Yeah, just Jhi'Aire Huff. Just my name.
Bang, bang. So I'm gonna make sure that I put that below the video. Y'all make sure, look, link up with my man's. Like
Yes,
he
sir.
gonna get y'all right, man. If y'all got deals out here, y'all need to get closed. Look, he out here dispoing. That's all I can say, man. Straight up, man. So, but yeah, though, bro, man, it's been a great this has been a great session so far, man. I'm really enjoying having
Definitely.
you coming on, bro, for real, because I think that a lot of people are going to gain a lot of value from just listening to you kind of talk and like the mindset that you have and things of that nature, for real.
I hope
So,
so.
but let me know, like is there anything else that you kind of want to add on to this conversation that you think that we kind of haven't touched base on yet or something like that? Anything that you kind of want to let the audience know or anything like that?
I'd say the biggest, yeah, that's one thing. The biggest thing that's helped me, that's really hard to do is self-discipline. Because like now it's like, okay, I don't have a job, so I don't have anybody to, answer to besides myself. If I decide to sleep in and not get up, I can do that. But every day I have to make that choice to get up and hop on the phone, even the days when it's hard and I'm not getting any leads, and it's like, dang, like you have to do it. Like it can't be negotiable. You have to just get up and do it. You got to be disciplined, and you know, whatever you tell yourself you're gonna do, whatever task you set, whatever goal you set, like you gotta hit it.
Mm.
No ifs, ands, or
Hey,
buts about it. Yeah.
hey, I love it, man. I love that. Like that's deep, man. I don't think that anybody else that's ever come on has specifically mentioned self-discipline. That's like
Yeah.
one of those takeaways. What I think that's huge, bro.
Yeah. And
Huge.
self accountability. I I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna say I sit here and wake up at 7 in the morning every day and just get up and do my morning routine and then I'm ready to
Mm-hmm.
go. Like, no, it's not like that.
Right.
I mean, sometimes I was doing it, then I kind of got knocked off. I was waking up at 7, then I have my morning routine, go to the gym, 10 o'clock, boom, on the
Mm-hmm.
phone. Um, Even with the challenge I took with Tyler Austin, I don't feel like I did as good as I could have. I learned a lot, but I don't feel like I held myself as accountable as I should have.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely going to do the challenge again because I want to be able to go through the challenge and provide as much value as possible and do it to the best I can. Even though I
The
learned
right
a
way.
lot, yeah, the right way. Because I did it, but I didn't do it as best I could. Right. So I
Mm-hmm.
definitely want to go back and do it again. And it was actually people in there that's done it twice.
Mm.
So yeah, it's
Well.
that good. Listen, Ed, I won't tell you no lie, man.
I already know, man. I've been thinking about looking into it myself, man. Watch, y'all gonna see it. Look, eventually, I'm going to end up having some YouTube video on it at some point. So don't be surprised. But man, Jhi'Aire be out here throwing out the gems, y'all. I really, really mean that. So if he's saying that it's on point and it's helping him out, y'all, he's out here closing deals. He's got multiple other deals in the pipeline. Y'all probably want to check it out for yourself. I'm just saying there'll probably be a link to that down below as well, just to look out for them. If they're looking out for my mans out here, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that link down below as well, so y'all can check that out. It's not a fluke. It's not a fluke. My man's know what he's looking for real.
Yeah, definitely.
For real. So,
And
but man, like just on that self discipline note, though, bro. I think that's super major, though, for real. I think that a lot of people need to hear that. A lot of people that are maybe right now they're working a job still, and maybe they're thinking about getting rid of their job, or maybe they just recently got rid of their job, or maybe they got let go because
I
due
don't
to the
recommend
Rona,
quitting. I don't recommend for everybody quitting a job. My situation is
right?
different because I'm still staying with my parents. I'm only 20. It's not like I'm out here living. I got wife and kids. No, don't quit the
Right,
job for that.
right. Disclaimer: don't go quit the job right away. You got bills to pay. You
Yeah,
know what
but yeah,
I mean? So like your situation obviously is unique. So kind of
yeah,
keep that in mind, listeners and viewers or whatever. But I do think that is it's real major though in general, because a lot of people, even if you're still working that job and you don't plan on quitting, we still have to hold ourselves accountable. We still have to make sure that we get the job done, because this is a business. It's not a job. So no one gives a damn whether you actually do it or not. Who gives a damn?
right,
You need to give a damn. That should be the only person on this planet who actually is going to make sure that something gets done about this dream, this journey that we're on right now. You've got to put in that work. No matter, like, so if y'all watching this, just know that, like, I think that's real personal too, to kind of to put that out there, whatever. I think maybe that's part of the reason why no one really talks about it, and it's like something that people, they don't want to admit that, right? That it
right.
takes self-discipline, that you have to make sure that you're getting stuff done. And none of us are perfect. We all have those days where we want to sleep in, or maybe it's
Mm,
hard this day, or it's been tough. You know what I'm saying? We ain't been getting no leads in the last 2 days. It's like, damn, I got to keep making calls again today. Yes. Yes, you do.
yeah,
Not always going to be easy, but what we're
yeah,
asking for is to earn as much as a college graduate, if not substantially more, and be able to live free, have time
right.
freedom. It's like what we're asking for is crazy. So it's like we need to be willing to put in that work and have that self accountability, that self discipline, because no one gives a damn whether we actually make it or not. No one gives a damn whether we actually win or not. When you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, it's all on you as an individual. So I think that
Yeah.
that's one of the best things that I've ever heard someone kind of bring onto the podcast. I really, really mean that. That hit home for me, for
I,
real.
I got I got one more thing to add. Another thing that's really important, just as important as that, is definitely putting yourself around the same people. That's one thing that's been
Mm-hmm.
big for me. Because I grew up playing football. Most of my homeboys play football.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody does real estate. Who's 20 years old? It's not a lot of people 20 years old, 19 doing real estate, trying to
Right,
do what I'm
right.
doing. So, um, having those people that are already where you want to be and have that knowledge and just exchanging information, because information is like knowledge is so, like you said, powerful. like that makes a big difference. Like joining REAI groups or whatever, and being in Facebook group chats, and joining masterminds, and just listening to what people say. Like that can take you from here to here. Like just from listening and just taking that knowledge down and learning. Like I learned, like I said before, the thing about the contractors and buying that 10% ARV. I didn't know that till I was in this mastermind call, and it asked me a question. We talked about it, exchanged information. Now that's something that I know that I never knew before. So
right. So it's like getting around those people, getting around people who may be 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of you, who can actually help you get there faster. So you don't have to figure all of this stuff out. I feel like you're a true testament of that, bro. Like that's your real life truth right there.
Yeah, I ask questions. Listen, I'm gonna ask questions
on everything. You is like you ain't never hesitated. But I love that though, bro. I always told you, like, man, there's no such thing as a bad question. Let me know any way that I can help. For real. So
figure it out yourself first, though. If you can't, I would say try to figure it out yourself. If you can't figure it out, then you ask the question. You don't want to become a person who asks as soon as they don't know. Because if you figure it out yourself, you're gonna learn more.
Man, I swear, bro, I really, really mean this when I say it. Like you're a true testament of that. Like you're one of the rare few people who kind of took it into his own hands to figure shit out for the most part. For real. Like you was like, look, I'm gonna figure it out. If I can't figure it out, then I'm gonna reach out to Ed. For real. Yeah. Like that meant a lot to me because I've known since day one that you're very resourceful. And that's super important out here in wholesaling. You have to be resourceful. You have to be able to figure it out. You have to be able to get around other people who may know a little bit more or say it in a different way sometimes to where just it clicked that one time because you're obsessed. You're learning at all times. You're trying to master your craft. I know before you even got the deal, you was like, yeah, I was watching some stuff from Sean Terry, and then like after the deal, it's like, yeah, I'm checking out this REI SIF stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you've been on it for real.
Yeah, I definitely say I'm always trying to learn. I wish I was more consistent with it, but I'm like reading books and stuff like that. That's a big thing as well. Watching YouTube videos, just learning as much as I can. And to be honest, for me to be only, doing this for how long I have, I feel like I've learned a lot. And this is my first time, so it's kind of like a baby. It's all fresh to me. So everything I learn is just learning more and more. So
not to mention, bro, you're 20 years old, bro. Come on now. It's not even fair to the competition, bro. By the time you my age, like you should definitely, under any circumstances, be at least a multi-millionaire for real. Like, so it's like,
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Man, for real. Because you're grinding, bro, and you hungry out here and, you young and like people love to feed the hungry. You feel me? Like I said that early in the game. It's like, look, if you hungry for it, I'm going to make sure that you got everything that you need to actually get out here and win. But it's like, you hungry as hell. You like, look, it's all good. I got it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not playing no games out here. And I've been doing this for a while, bro, and I can pick them very, very well. And I knew from the beginning, it was like, look, this dude is going to win for real. I told you that from the beginning, though. And I don't tell everybody that. Some people probably listen, like, well, he didn't tell me that. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. Like, this dude just has what it takes. What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with him. I got to be real. For real, bro. For real. So I'm proud of you, man, for grounding out here for your dreams. Not for what anybody else wanted, but for your dreams. You made that decision to quit your job. I didn't tell you to do that. That's grown man stuff right there. That takes balls. That takes chutzpah, whatever they call it. You know what I mean? It takes a lot, man. So I'm just proud of you, bro, for continuing this journey, man, grinding out here, making it worth my while on the process, because you didn't take everything in vain. And so it's like the things that you've been putting in have benefited you. And it's like you've actually been putting in that work and getting results, man. It just makes it all worthwhile, man. So I got to say, I appreciate you, my brother, for real.
Yeah, I appreciate you too, man. I'm definitely glad and grateful that I reached out to you that day and got on that call with you and, joined the mentorship. I definitely recommend anybody listening, anybody watching, reach out to Ed. And he's been so helpful throughout the whole journey. I mean, helping me step by step whenever I needed it, or holding my hand if I needed it. You know, anytime I needed to call, he's picking up the phone, helping me answering the question. So yeah, it's
Man,
definitely worth it.
I appreciate that, bro. For real, man. For real. For real.
Yeah.
So, man, bro, like, hey, man, look, I know we've been looking forward to doing this podcast for a nice little while, man. We've been looking forward to trying to make some stuff happen, but we got the scheduling finally taken care of, man. I'm super glad to have had you on. But I'm gonna make sure that I have all of the links. So, if people want to link up with you, try to do some deals, chat some deals, whatever it is, I'm going to have links down in the description. Make sure that y'all reach out to my mans. For real.
Yeah.
You're out here knocking stuff out. So, but yeah, before we wrap this up though, bro, is it anything else that you kind of want to say, mention to the community before we wrap this thing up?
I would just say for people starting out, like I kind of said before, you just have that vision and just kind of believe in yourself no matter what, even if people don't understand. Because I mean, my mom didn't really understand at first. She didn't, it's different. Like, I just came back home from playing football, now all of a sudden I'm in real estate. Like, so but I knew what I saw. Like I knew, I had a vision. I got a vision board also. I write, all my stuff on, and I write down in the morning, I journal, and just reprogramming my mind and putting all that stuff in my subconscious to energy goes where energy flows, basically. So just put your energy where you want to go. It's going to go where you want it to go. Simple as that.
Nah. Yeah. Man, that's great advice, man. Make sure y'all out here taking notes. For real, man. My man's Jhi'Aire is dropping gems on y'all, for real, man. So like, I think that you hit a real good note, man. And we're gonna wrap it up on this, but like, just saying that, like, you got to keep going. Sometimes the people that you love the most are going to be the ones that may be discouraging you and may not believe in it or understand what it is that you're trying to do.
Right.
But you got to stay focused on your own dreams, on your own journey, and just have that faith, have that belief, trust in yourself, trust in the process. You may not see the whole staircase, but you got to take that first step in faith, as MLK said. You know what I'm saying? So I think you hit a great point right there, bro. For real. Very eloquently stated. Once again, my brother.
Thank you.
For real, man. So hey, man, it's been a pleasure having you on, bro. We're gonna go ahead and wrap this things up. If y'all watching this on YouTube, make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Come back for more of my guys out here, my guys and my gals, out here crushing it in the wholesaling game, man. Jhi'Aire, man, I'm proud of you, bro. For real. I appreciate you coming on, man. Make sure that y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure that y'all follow up with my mans if y'all trying to get some of this game, do some deals together and whatnot. I appreciate you coming on, though, bro.
And I appreciate you as well, man.
Hey, guys, look, we about to wrap this thing up. And until next time, guys, look, we are hosts.
Yes, sir.
Peace.